Hi everybody, welcome to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's USL soccer action once again here in Invicta Sports. Happy to have you along. Tonight, Orlando comes into town with a record of 6-1-1 atop the table here for the USLPRO. And Harrisburg off to their best start with a record of 5-1-0. Hi everybody, I'm Chad Edwards. Happy to have you along here in Invicta Sports once again, along with USL Live, to bring you USL Pro Soccer here from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Orlando comes into town as one of those teams that Harrisburg has just not been able to find the magic numbers for to get their first win against Orlando. Orlando, of course, over the last couple of years, a powerhouse in the league. They come in with a scorer that's got 10 goals on the season in 7 games, another one with 5. They know how to put the ball in the net. Harrisburg comes into this game with a lot of things they need to do. Looking at Orlando, they want to keep pressure and pressure high in the right places to make sure that they can hold Harrisburg to a loss again here on the island. Harrisburg, on the other hand, they want to contain that powerful attack. They got 4 or 5 players for Orlando that can punch the ball in the back of the net at any time. And especially on the counterattack, they're very, very quick, and that's usually where they beat teams. Harrisburg wants to make sure that defensively they are able to contain those players when they lose the ball. And if you want to win those balls and you want to win the game, that means you want to possess the ball. And that's something that Billy Betcher had mentioned early on in this game. They want to possess. And, of course, in the first 15 or 20 minutes, you fall behind to a team like Orlando. That's dangerous. So they want to possess the ball. They want to be careful of the counterattack. And they want to make sure after 15 or 20 minutes that it's 0-0. We've got all the action coming up here. It's an exciting one, Orlando and Harrisburg, right here from the Skyline Sports Complex in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, on Invicta Sports.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
And now we ask that you all please rise and remove your hats.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We're about ready to get underway here. We have the national anthem, so we'll bow out so you can listen to that. And a nice job on the national anthem here tonight. Orlando, as I mentioned in the opening, 6-1-1. Harrisburg 5-1-0. We'll take a quick Quick look at the starting lineups as they clear the field. Excellent crowd on hand here tonight. We'll look at Orlando to start. Of course, getting the call and goal tonight will be Gallardo. And the big players to take a look at as we take a look at the starting lineups here. With 10 goals on the season is Dwyer. So he's the big one to take a look at along with Watson. Those are big, really powerhouse players for them. On the other side, Harrisburg has had a fantastic season. Noble will get the call and goal again. Of course, Hernandez with 2 goals on the season. Torrey with 4. And Lucky Bukasana, who's not in the lineup tonight, with 3, but I'm sure we'll see him coming in off the bench. A powerful starting lineup there as well for Harrisburg. So I think we're in for a really great contest here tonight on the island. Both of these teams really the cream of the crop in the USL so far this season. Harrisburg in 3rd place. Of course, that's just because they've played less games than Charleston. But Harrisburg, with a win here tonight, could jump them up to just 1 point behind Orlando. Of course, Orlando plays again tomorrow night as well, so they'll pick up another game on Harrisburg. But we've got a fantastic crowd on hand here again tonight on the island for probably the premier match of the summer that you'll be able to watch here on Harrisburg City Islanders, and we hope you're going to enjoy our coverage here tonight on Invicta Sports. We're just about ready to get underway. Going left to right in the purple uniforms, that will be Orlando City, and Harrisburg in their light blue tonight. They'll be going from right to left. Happy to have everybody watching on USL Live and U-Nation tonight for this contest, and of course everybody back in Orlando will hopefully do our best to represent your team as well in this broadcast. Of course, tonight the player coach out there is Ian Fuller, and Fuller one of the big players over the years for Orlando and has played on several teams in different leagues. So he is a player coach tonight, and he is on the bench. The other coach is Adrian Heath, but tonight just traveling with them is Ian Fuller tonight. And, of course, the coaches for Harrisburg, head coach Bill Betcher, who picked up his 100th victory in his career, and for the Islanders here as their opening game on the island with a big win there, and assistant coach Steve Woodison, who's been with them for quite a while, and the other assistant coach as well is Dave Kern. So we're underway here. Orlando on the far side of the field. They'll start to work. As I had a chance to talk with Bill Betcher before tonight's game, and the one thing they want to be careful of is that speed that we talked about from Dwyer. Dwyer, a powerhouse up front. Watson as well. So those two players we're going to hear a lot from. And I think we're in for a good game. As the ball sent in by the Islanders. Here's Hernandez with it. He switches it over for Basso now. Big thing that Harrisburg is going to need to do here, actually both teams, I think possession is going to win this game, so both teams want to focus on that possession. What a great ball sent through on the backside. Trying to work down inside. Here's Dwyer. Dwyer with it again, and Noble gets a hand on that one. And I tell you what a beautifully played ball, just sinks down in behind Jordan, and Dwyer was able to leak in behind, and Noble is down after that as he is injured on the play. But what a great job by Dominic Dwyer. As I'd mentioned, 10 goals on the season. You can see the explosiveness up top from him for Orlando. Orlando will have the throw as that ball was played out. And Nick Noble back up, and looks like he's good to go and ready to go. Noble just able to get a hand on that ball as Dominic Dwyer tried to bring it to his left foot, get open. Orlando puts the ball back into play here. Zongo sends it across. Now played to the far side by Valentino. Another ball trying to put it right up. It looks like Orlando's going to try and play a little direct here as we start this game, as they're looking for Dwyer right away up top. Settling the ball. Here's Molino. Molino has been dangerous and a thorn kind of in the side of Harrisburg every time they've come to the island here to play. Molino with a great ball to the outside. This one down inside, and there's the first goal of the game for Orlando, and it was Watson this time. And actually, you take it back, it was an offside, so the ball will come back. But what a great buildup by Orlando on the play either way. So offsides is a call. Here you see Nick Noble. He'll put the ball back in play here. Noble playing sort of local here, Charleston, West Virginia. Ball sent up by Nick Noble down along that far side. And down on the turf goes Sandy Torre, and it looks like the throw-in is going to be Bowden on the far side for Orlando. Bowden quickly sends that one in. Orlando will fire it all the way back for Gallardo. Gallardo will switch it up to this near side. Burke now. That one intercepted, though, by Don Anding for Harrisburg. Right now, Harrisburg needs to get control of this ball and try and knock it around, get a few connected passes here, and see if they can't start to loosen up this Orlando team. Orlando powerful right off the start here, moving the ball well. They tried a couple quick direct balls over the top looking for Dwyer. Almost came up with a goal on that first break down the middle. Pelletier with it now for Harrisburg. Pelletier driving this one down, I think trying to get Torre, but it's going to go all the way back for Gallardo for Orlando. Songo with the ball now for Orlando, starting to work it out of the back. Ball down this near side. Jordan is there, able to intercept it for Harrisburg. Pelletier now. Oh, almost a dangerous giveaway there by Andrews, but able to come right back up with it. Torrey trying to work it outside. Ball sent down along the far side. Langley trying to get there. Nice job as that one is intercepted and taken by Robert Valentino for Orlando. Torrey fighting hard trying to come up with it. Molino trying to come up with it. Torrey with it again. Torrey looks, has Ekra in the middle now. Ekra trying to work it forward. Jan Ekra has that one taken away. Ball up in the air. Orlando now. Dwyer was able to come up with it. Dwyer fighting hard, and that one taken away by Andrews. Molino now tries to thread this one through. Jordan's going to get there for Harrisburg. And again, Andrews played that ball right dangerously back into Jordan, who was on the ground. And this ball intended for Anding, but that one's going to go all the way again for Gallardo for Orlando. So Orlando moving the ball. Harrisburg, when they've gotten the ball, starting to connect some passes. Both teams just trying to feel each other out. Billy Betcher had mentioned specifically that 15 to 20 minutes of the start of the game, if they can stay in this one, what a great ball down. Actually, they're going to call Molino off. Actually, I apologize. That was not Molino on the far side. Actually, that was number 15, Dennis Chin, called on the offsides on the far side for Orlando. But both teams just trying to feel each other out. Neither one of them want to give up a goal in that first 15 to 20 minutes. It usually takes both teams a little while to settle things down and get into their game. So it's important for them to make sure they get through that first 15 minutes without any mistakes. And right now, both teams just trying to figure out each other. Some direct, another direct ball over the top. Dwyer trying to get there. Andrews able to head it all the way back for Noble. We're in our 6th minute of play here, 0-0 from the Skyline Sports Complex in Harrisburg. Noble drives this one all the way up. That one tipped ahead. Pelletier heads it to this near side. Anding will settle it down. Basso drives this one down the near side. Has Ekra on the run. Ekra trying to get there. A nice defensive play by Songo as he plays it all the way back for Gallardo. Back for Songo. And he will drive this one out near midfield. That ball flicked on by Chin. It's going to go all the way back to Noble. Noble plays it back up. Pelletier in the center now. Pelletier knocks it down for Hernandez. Hernandez drives this over the top. Has Anding on sides? No, he does not. Flag comes up on the far side. It'll be a restart here for Orlando. You see Don Anding for Harrisburg out of Amity Harbor, New York. Anding with 1 assist on the season. Ball driven up. That one headed out by Jordan. Orlando throwing here along the near side. Burke sends it in. He'll get it right back now. In for Molino. That one intercepted by Pelletier. Ekra with it now. Ekra driving that far side, looking for Langley now. Morgan Langley brings the ball down. Still with it. Langley along the end line and tries to switch this one up. It's going to come all the way across. That ball taken down, but Anding's going to get it on the throw, and quickly Harrisburg in. Hernandez now trying to get the turn. Drives it back post, nobody there, and Orlando able to clear this one out to midfield. Dwyer leaves it off now. Chin working it down in. Jordan trying to get back is Zizzy, and Jordan with the nice tackle there able to come up with the ball, but following up right away. Here comes Orlando again, down along the end line. Ball swung back in front, and Noble able to gather that one in.
CPRS Physical Therapy, the employee-owned company with 25 locations throughout central Pennsylvania for your convenience.
Noble finds Hernandez on this near side. Basso now.
Since 2004.
Jordan.
Roscoe to CPRS for all your physical therapy needs.
Andy tries to bring it down. Saney Torre comes up with it for Harrisburg. Back for Andrews. Long ball for Andy now. Andy gets ahead on that one. It's going to go all the way back, though, for Gallardo for Orlando City. Here you see in the background from that shot, great, fantastic crowd here from the Skyline Sportsplex again here tonight. This is a great game for all the fans that were able to come out to this one. This is going to be one of the showcase games of the season, Harrisburg and Orlando. Both teams, two powerhouses early on in the season here for USLPRO soccer. Both of them affiliated with MLS teams as well, with several players coming down from both teams. Orlando, of course, has some players from Sporting Kansas City is the team that they're associated with. A player from DC United is that one sent in for Torre. Andy trying to come up with that ball. He does. And that one taken away by Burke now. Ekra still with it for Harrisburg. Ekra waits. Now for Torre, or check that for Langley rather. Langley knocked down, no call. Jordan steps up, able to win that one. Orlando gets it right back. This one over the top for Dwyer now. Dwyer on sides. Basso with it, able to knock it ahead for Harrisburg. Headed right back forward by Orlando. And Saney Torre, check that rather, Langley not able to get there to keep that one in play. It'll be a throw-in now for Orlando. Ball sent in for Christian Duke now. Duke across the middle here for O'Connor. O'Connor tries to leave it and does. Here's Molino. Back for Duke. This one driven all the way across for Burke. Burke quickly sends it right across the front. Dwyer was not able to get a touch on it. And Noble able to gather that one in. So dangerously, that ball swung right across the back of the defenders for Harrisburg, and Noble able to gather it in. Take a look at that on the replay again as the ball comes all the way across for Burke, and Burke just sends it across. Actually, we caught the end of it there, so we'll see it again as this one's driven across. Burke is going to be able to take it out of the air one time, and it actually, I think Jordan sliding in there for Harrisburg disrupted Dwyer for Orlando from being able to get a touch. And, of course, Dwyer with 10 goals and 1 assist on the season here for Orlando. So he is just having a tremendous season to start here. Burke plays it back. Comes all the way across now for Duke. Duke to the far side for Orlando. Watson plays it back. Songo. Songo looking for someone to move. Burke has to knock it down. O'Connor plays it back again for Songo, who has to drive it all the way back for Gallardo. So right now, Orlando moving the ball and keeping possession, but Harrisburg doing a good job of closing down the gaps in the middle here, not allowing Orlando to push it forward right now. Burke open on this near side, and Dwyer lurking along the edge there. This one driven over the top, and Noble quickly off his line to gather that one in. That one intended this time for Dennis Chin. Jordan drives it out near midfield, knocked down by Orlando. That one actually goes out off of Molino. So we are in our 13th minute. We're going to pause so we can hear from some of our sponsors.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports. Wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking. Exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Determination and potential, not just muscle.
Noble will put the ball back into play here.
And the Ramada in Harrisburg Hershey is a proud sponsor of the Harrisburg City Islanders. Located off I-81, the Ramada Harrisburg Hershey Hotel is the perfect place for your guests to stay in this
Noble
area.
drives the ball forward here.
Indoor pool and hot tub.
Ekra gets up in the air, able to get a head on it, but again gathered in and sent forward
Revive and restore at the Ramada.
by Orlando City.
Ramada.com.
O'Connor for Molino. Dwyer trying to flick it forward. Basso's going to get there for Harrisburg. Anding with it. Has that one taken away, and Jordan over the top for Hernandez now. Hernandez trying to work that one through. Him and Torre were not able to connect. Molino with a nice job bringing that down, and it's going to be a throw-in for Orlando here as it goes off of Basso and out of play. Here's Burke. Molino. Molino knocked down, and we'll have a restart here for Orlando. Anding was the culprit on that one. There you see Molino for Orlando City. Tremendous player. Seen him play on the island several times. Always exciting. Brings a lot to the game in terms of his speed and his eyes on the field. He always seems to find those open players. He's a tremendous player in terms of opening up the play. The ball will be swung in here by Bowden. Bowden near that far post, and it's going to go up and out of play. And quickly Noble sets it down, but nobody moving here for Harrisburg, so Noble will take his time. We're in our 16th minute. Gorgeous evening here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for tonight's USL Soccer matchup, I should say, between Orlando and Harrisburg.
Hundreds of styles and options to choose from. Customized to get exactly what you want. Better quality than what you find in any big box store, and it's delivered fully assembled and ready for immediate use.
Hernandez for Ekra. Ekra for Anding. Anding now working down inside. Andy gets the shot off far post. And is it going to be offsides? No, it is not. Sandy Torre picks up the first goal of the game for Harrisburg. In the 16th minute. Tremendous finish here. This is huge for Harrisburg. Absolutely huge. As we are in that 15 to 20 minute mark where you just want to feel out the game and you don't want anything to happen. And Billy Betcher mentioned this to me when I had a chance to talk to him before the game. And you'll see here, Anding gets the ball, gets the shot off, and Torre right at the back post. And it is 1-0 Harrisburg here in the 16th minute. Hernandez was just able to flick that one on. Ekra sends it through for Anding. Anding slides it to that back post, and Sandy Torre doing what forwards do. They get to that back post and they pop that one in. Sandy Torre with his 5th goal on the season now for Harrisburg. This is a big goal for Harrisburg. Now they can take at least a little breather here in terms of knowing that they've got that oh so critical first goal of the game, and of course at home. So now Orlando, with the power they have behind, Harrisburg of course cannot let down, but at least it gives them a little confidence moving forward, putting that first one in here. Harrisburg has never beaten Orlando in all the times that they have played them. So could this be the first time Harrisburg off to their best start yet this season of any of their seasons, their 10 years in Harrisburg here? Ball sent ahead here for Watson now. Now quickly for Dwyer. Dwyer knocked down as the ball goes out. It'll be a throw-in, though, for Orlando City. So throwing on the far side. Luke Bowden will put the ball in play. Songo with it now. Finds Burke on this near side. Burke looks. And that ball intended for, I think, Molino there as this one comes up. And check that Molino throwing the ball in now was intended for Dennis Chin. Here's Burke with it again. Burke sends it back. O'Connor switches it up to the far side now. That one knocked ahead by Valentino. Center of the field, Duke now. Trying to work it, Duke with it, but he's knocked down by Torre. It'll be a restart here for Orlando.
City on the clock, number 20, St. Torre. Restart for Orlando City.
Orlando on the restart here, near side. Songo working this near side. Here's Molino for Burke, back to Molino. Nice one touch in that tight space, 1-2 touch I should say for Orlando City. Valentino now for Duke. Watson tries to drive this one down inside. It actually came to Molino, but he held up on that one. This one driven all the way back by Harrisburg. Gallardo will gather it for Orlando. 20th minute here. Harrisburg up 1-0, scoring in that 16th minute. Anding able to find Torre at that back post after a nice slip-in ball by Ekra for Anding. Harrisburg picking up that all-important first goal here at home. And we'll have a foul charged here against Anding. It'll be a restart as Burke was taken down on the play. Don Anding busy on this left side here tonight, dealing with Burke and Molino. Burke settles it. Songo as Valentino all the way across, finds him on the other side. Harrisburg doing a great job of pushing up here and closing that space down. Since the first couple chances early on by Orlando, Harrisburg has tightened up the play here and has started to play a little closer to the Orlando midfielders and especially the forwards, trying not to let those loose through balls cause havoc for them. Here we go with a little bit of space here. Molino waits and actually had Burke on the run. Molino waits. This ball flicked through, nothing there, and is it going to be handball? Yes, it is. We're going to have a dangerous restart here as Hernandez knocks that ball away, and the official is not happy with that. So Orlando with a free kick here. You got Connor and Watson and Dwyer over top of the ball. We'll wait and see who's going to take the kick actually here. Dominic Dwyer, of course, with a ton of goals. There you see Colin Zizzi for Harrisburg, a local player as well. Dwyer with a strike, and what a finish. Tremendous restart by Orlando. And Dwyer picks up the restart here in the 22nd minute. And quickly running over top of the ball was number 17. And that was O'Connor for Orlando. As you see here, O'Connor will step over the ball, and Dwyer just a fantastic strike, and Noble was stretched out there completely. Could not get to that final ball there, but what a tremendous shot and finish there by Dwyer for Orlando. We'll see it again here on the restart. Now we got a foul charged against Orlando, and we'll have a restart for Harrisburg. So 1-1. Both teams picking up a goal in that 20 minutes. Ever critical first 20 minutes. And we're looking to see who that player is that's injured for Orlando. Still not ready to play, but they put the ball back in play anyways. That's number 17, O'Connor. Check that, rather, that's Watson. Jamie Watson on the far side, still getting back into the play. Here's Langley with it now. Langley back for Pelletier. Morgan Langley still with it. Langley switches it for Anding now. Anding, nice settle on the ball. Anding inside the box. Across, nobody there for Harrisburg, and that one's knocked out. Langley tries to get a one-timer on that one, but slips on the play. So Harrisburg with a dangerous opportunity down this near side, not able to capitalize. Hernandez quickly in for Pelletier. Now Pelletier has Basso. Pelletier will put it up over top looking for Torre, and that one headed out. Molino now for Orlando with it. Molino steps on top of the ball and actually goes down. O'Connor drives it down this near side for Dwyer. Dwyer cannot keep that one in play. It'll be a Harrisburg throw-in. Watson's still ginger on that foot over there near midfield. Ekra looking for Langley, far side. Langley touches it ahead. Morgan Langley down inside the box. Langley waits, pulls it up, looks across the goal, and that one comes right to Gallardo. And Langley had a poor touch in the middle there that slowed him up, that could have put him in one-on-one with the keeper, but a great ball stretched out there for Harrisburg. And Pelletier's going to get a yellow on this one for pulling Molino down from behind. So we'll have a restart for Orlando here. So Jason Pelletier picking up the first booking of the game here.
Restart for Orlando City.
So restart here as that ball's driven down in. And we just saw the foul there, charged against Jason Pelletier in the yellow card. Here's Dwyer with it now. Dwyer gets a touch, and that one knocked away by Andy, and that one goes out of play. Joining me now on the headsets is the general manager of the Harrisburg City Islanders, and John Gregg, of course, the man behind everything here on the island as we do these home games and a whole bunch of stuff. Of course, John, this is your second season with Harrisburg. A lot of exciting things taking place this year. The 100th victory, 10-year anniversary, best start Harrisburg has had in 10 years. Just a lot of positives happening here with Harrisburg.
Don't jinx us.
Don't jinx you. No, I promise we won't jinx you.
Yeah, it's been great so far. And I think the best part about it so far is we were able to get that 100th win on our home opener, and really it was a great night. It was beautiful weather. We have the home opener is just the special event to begin with, and to have a nice sized crowd, and to be able to get that victory with those guys doing that. I think that's what makes it so special, and that's what makes the island special, and the team off to a great start, obviously.
There you see John Gregg, the GM. Wanted to make sure we got a picture of him on that. John, one of the big things that's taken place this year, you guys have kind of partnered with Philadelphia when they started their program, the Philadelphia Union, and Harrisburg has benefited from that, and we're seeing even more from that this year with some of the players. But the USL and the MLS have actually joined forces now, and maybe after looking at the partnership that Harrisburg and Philadelphia has done over the last couple of years, saw the benefit of that. What does that mean to the USLPRO, and what does that mean to to soccer in Harrisburg moving forward?
Well, I think it's long overdue. I think we needed a pseudo farm system.
Here's Torre. Sorry,
nice
John.
Shot.
Torre takes a shot, and that one just goes wide of the mark. Sorry, John.
That's all right. I think that it's been something that's been a long time coming for soccer in the United States, is that the leagues, instead of having so many multiple leagues and saturation of professional soccer in the country, that we now have some kind of a feeder system into all the programs and stuff like that. Obviously, we've had the affiliation with the union for a few years now, but to make it more formal and to see the benefits of having players here long term, to see our front offices working together, the whole way down to just our MLS partner, the union, sending their grounds guy here to take a look at our field and make sure that the surface is something that their guys are going to be. It's an acceptable surface. Their back behind us is hoping to try to build our stadium for us. It's just been great so far. Everything we've done so far with them has just been that much more a better situation than even just in the small affiliations. As far as the other teams, I think everybody's reaping the benefits now. I mean, Orlando's obviously is doing very well once again this season, and with their partnership with KC is it's benefiting them too. I think DC United and Rochester, everybody's going to. And I would be willing to bet that in the next year to two, you're going to see this grow even bigger.
I can already see through our broadcast. This is our fourth one here, and I can already see through our 4 broadcasts that the quality of play has already jumped quite a bit with some of the reserves and stuff coming from the different teams. Here you see Chin breaking in for Orlando down this near side. Chin trying to take it to the end line. That one's knocked down, and Noble able to gather it in. Great job by Andrews to close down that space.
It's good getting the numbers back there.
So Harrisburg is benefiting, of course, with their best start ever. And, of course, they have never beat Orlando as well. And coming out and scoring that first goal here tonight, that's exciting because, it gets the confidence in the Harrisburg players that they're in this game with Orlando. Orlando absolutely powerful with Dwyer, of course, up top with 10 goals on the season is just tremendous. 11 goals now with the restart. But to add to that 10-year anniversary and the 100th victory, boy, wouldn't it be nice to come out of here tonight with a big win for the first time over Orlando and just keep adding those accomplishments in this 10th year?
It'd be great. Obviously, you want to get a result anytime you play, whether at home or away, whether it be Orlando or any other team in the league. I think we saw last year, even with the power that Orlando had, and then coming down into the last game of the season, where we didn't know who was going to be first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. The parity of the league was so great last year. I think it only is going to be just like that again this year. I think that the top 6, 7, 8 teams are possibly going to be right down to the wire. And now that we've come to a league format where we're playing everybody once home, once away, makes every game that much more important. So it's very important to try to get your points at home.
Absolutely.
And then you go to try a steal point on the road, which is very key and very crucial to coming down to the wire.
Good crowd again here on the island. Is there any big stuff coming up that you want to talk about that Harrisburg City Islanders are doing, or any new programs that we can look forward to coming up in the near future?
We're really still trying to push forward with the team. We got a lot of good events coming up. We have our first soccer tournament, youth tournament coming up, which is going to be the 21st, 22nd, 23rd of June. We host Pittsburgh that Friday night. So, we got an attempt at a Guinness Book of World Records for the most people juggling a soccer ball. A lot of great things. We have some other very good, I think, a good charity event coming up in June that is going to be announced very shortly, which I think will be a great, not only just a great soccer story, but a great event for our community. Not to give too much detail on that, just because it hasn't announced.
But we spoke about it, and it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for Harrisburg to get out and support a fantastic cause.
Yeah. Really excited about that. I'm really glad we were able to make that happen. And it's just we want to make every event special. Every game we want to make it a special and a memorable event for everything. We're getting more and more groups in, which is great. I think the Islanders themselves, it's a great thing. All of our guys are local. They're all coaching youth soccer in the area. They've got their teams coming to watch them. I think everything's going upwards, and it's a special time for the Islanders.
You're doing a great job, because I know if we look all the way down to the right behind Noble, those bleachers are never really full that much, and they're packed right in here tonight. So John, you're doing a great job in your second season. I know we've enjoyed working with you and Patrice and everybody with the Harrisburg City Islanders, and we hope that this relationship will continue for many years to come, as it's been a lot of fun.
And I just let me leave it at that I don't think they I couldn't do a lot of the stuff I did without Patrice and Kim and Dave and the people that are working in my office for me, and I would love to name them all, but the 30-plus interns that we have that really help us out a lot about game day, make this all happen. So I do want to credit them a lot with that stuff as well.
Sounds good. John, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
We wish you the best of luck, and we enjoy the partnership as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Harrisburg with a corner kick here. Hernandez will go over and take the kick. Hernandez will swing this one in. That one headed away, and Langley will gather it in. Langley drives it to the far side of the field. Hernandez will keep this one in play. Hernandez still with it. Andrews trying to come over and help out. Ball knocked ahead. O'Connor now with it for Orlando. Leaves it back for Duke. Watson to the far side. Here's Dwyer with it now for Orlando. Dwyer tries to tip it past Andrews, and that one knocked away, and Zizzy was able to play it forward. Now driven ahead for Torrey, gathered in by Duke. Bowden back for Duke. Here's Molino now. Molino looks and waits, has Burke. Drives it through, and that one a little too hard. It's going to go all the way through for Nick Noble. And the Islanders will gather this one in. 33 minutes in, 1-1. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. We're going to pause, and we'll be right back.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports. Wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking. Exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Molino tried to play it in. He gets it back here now. Molino driving down in, and he's knocked off the ball by Ekra, but we're going to have another restart in just about the exact same spot that Dwyer knocked this one in last time. So we'll have to see here if Nick Noble cheats a little to that left-hand side as we'll take a look at it. Ball comes in. Here's Molino with it, trying to break through, and Ekra just comes in, puts a shoulder into him, sends him to the turf. Looking for a quick restart, but they're going to hold it up as they're starting to set the wall here for this restart. Do we take a look out over the ball? O'Connor is in there. Watson is in there. Now O'Connor steps out, I should say. Dwyer over top of the ball again. Wall is set up. Nick Noble takes a look. Dwyer with a fabulous strike on the first goal of the game. Another hit here. That one shanks and goes way to the left. So a golden opportunity there for Orlando. Sent wayward there, and Noble, I'm sure, takes a breath after that first restart. So restart here. See Nick Noble. Noble sends this one up as we are in our 36th minute of play here in our first half. Tremendous night here on the island for USL Soccer. Ball sent through. Dwyer trying to get there. Basso able to gather that one in, and Noble now will drive it forward for Harrisburg. Torrey trying to get up in the air, and that one's going to be called over the back, so Harrisburg will have a restart here. Hernandez over the ball. Pelletier now. Hernandez with it. Quick restart. Basso. Intended for Andy, but Andy was coming back for the ball. Basso able to slide in, comes up with the ball. Hernandez now. Pelletier. Hernandez again here. That one headed away. Molino for Orlando. In the center now. That one was intended for O'Connor. Molino again for Orlando. O'Connor quickly ahead. This one gathered in by Chin. Chin ahead for Dwyer now. Dwyer down this near side, pulls it up, drives it through the middle, but that one too far. Intended there for Watson and gathered in by Nick Noble. Dwyer just so dangerous every time he touches the ball for Orlando. Hernandez. Pelletier. That ball taken away. This one slid in. Again, this one for Dwyer. Dwyer on sides. That one flipped by. Dwyer trying to get there, and he slides as he tries to keep that one in play. And that was awful close on the offsides there, but either way, goal kick here for Harrisburg. Ball slid through, and Dwyer doing a good job of staying on sides there. Noble ready to send this one into play here. Check out USL Pro online at facebook.com/USL Pro, and you can also find them on Twitter at USL Pro for all of the score, stats, highlights. Check out USL Pro. Ball slid through, and that one gathered in by Jordan. Nice job. This one knocked ahead, and Harrisburg right now giving the ball back to Orlando every time they're able to win it in the back. Need to start to settle back down into their game, knock it around, and try and keep some possession. Langley still with it here. Langley back for Jordan. Long ball, that one knocked down. Harrisburg looking for those direct balls over the top right now, and Orlando just too tough to try and play those types of balls through. Ekra with it. Watch every USL Pro game this season on USL Nation. Whether you're at home or on your mobile device, you'll never be far from the game. USL Pro on U-Nation. Hernandez sends this one through. That one headed away. Pelletier. Zizzy now for Harrisburg. Andrews. Hernandez waits, looks, has Anding to this near side. Anding tries to pull it back down, and he'll get a corner kick out of it, as he was trying to pull that back and was knocked out of play. So Harrisburg with an opportunity here in the 39th minute of play. Over to take the kick will be Jason Pelletier for the City Islanders. Pelletier out of Middletown, PA here, a local boy. Went through the local soccer clubs. Ball driven in. This one knocked out by Orlando. Pelletier trying to get there. Able to bring it down. No, he was not, as it went off his foot and out of play. It'll be a throw-in now for Orlando City.
I'm Mark Bluesfield is proud to sponsor soccer and invite you to find out more about the full range of helplines that fit your life and your needs. Visit online.
Here's Dwyer now out near midfield. Dwyer knocked down on the play by Hernandez. It'll be a restart here for Orlando. Nike is a proud sponsor of USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. Watson gets it right back after the give and go. Watson down inside the box, looking to put it back across the front, and that one knocked off the end line by Pelletier. No, it was actually out of play, so they're going to give him a goal kick here.
Who's hungry? Pizza Hut Pizzas at the Island this season. Stop by Keaton's Tropical Treats concession stand tonight and enjoy.
Noble settles the ball. We'll have a restart here. 41st minute of play. Don't think we'll have much stoppage time at all, as this game has been moving at a good pace. Both clubs putting on a good show here tonight from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Hope you're enjoying all of our action tonight on Invicta Sports, both on ABC 27's RTV television here in the Harrisburg market, as well as on USL Live on U-Nation. Happy to be bringing you Harrisburg soccer again this season. Always enjoy doing USL soccer and bringing all these great teams in this great game to the viewers of Central Pennsylvania, as well as those around the country and overseas as well. We get a lot of comments from some soldiers that actually tune into this, as well as when the Dayton Dutch Lions come to town. Of course, we get a lot of texts from people watching back home as well. And a hard foul there, no call. But that's probably because Andrews comes up with the ball. Here's Pelletier with it. Basso drives this one down the middle. Hernandez comes up with it. No, Torre now. Torre working down in with some speed. Torre waits. Still with it. Torre tries to go to that back post, but it's knocked down by Duke. And quickly Orlando tries to move it out. Here's Dwyer. Dwyer loses that one to Andrews. Here's Ekra with it. Jan Ekra has Langley out to the far side. Langley waits, tries to drive that across, and he'll pick up a corner kick out of it. That one's driven out of bounds off of Duke. Hernandez will take the kick now for the City Islanders. Sure, Coach Betcher would love to drive one in just before the half here. Try and get the momentum going into the half. Hernandez will take the kick. Harrisburg moving everybody up in but two defenders here, hoping to try and get something off of this. Hernandez swings this one in near that back post and headed on by Jordan, but it's going to go well wide of the goal. We'll have a goal kick now for the Orlando City. And you see Jordan for Harrisburg. Valentino, he'll get it back now. Duke still with it, sends this one ahead, and no foul there as it's gathered in. Gallardo will settle it to the outside again. This is Valentino. Check that out, Valentino. This is number 14, rather. Luke Bowden. Bowden drives this one down. Chin trying to gather it in. He's not able to. It'll be a throw-in for the Islanders. 44th minute of play here. 1-1. First goal of the game coming in that 16th minute. Andy was able to connect it with Torrey at the back post to make it 1-0. And then in the 22nd minute, a fantastic restart by Dwyer to knot things up at 1. That goes off of Torrey. Throw in far side. Bowden throws that one in. Quickly in for Dwyer. Tries to send it back out for Bowden streaking through, but it'll be a Harrisburg throw in. You see Colin Zizzi with the ball, getting ready to play that in. Colin Zizzi from Carlisle, PA, another local product here from the Harrisburg market. That ball headed away. Now here's Ekra with it now. Ekra tries to send it through for Anding. Anding streaking down inside. Can he gather it in? Yes, he does. Drives it on goal, and that one right into the hands of Gallardo. Nice ball over the top, and Andy doing a great job to fight to get to that one. Gallardo drives this one quickly ahead for Dwyer. Dwyer able to take it down. Zizzi steps in and now comes up with it. Now Andrews with it. Andrews for Torrey now. Torrey. He's knocked to the surface. Restart for the Islanders here in stoppage time here in our 46th minute of play. So this restart could be the last play here of this first half. Hernandez will place the ball and put it in play here. Everyone gathering towards that far side of the box. Hernandez whips it to that back post. Jordan gets a head on it, puts it on goal, gathered right in by Gallardo, and that'll do it as we played 45 minutes and 45 seconds to complete our first half of play. Both teams picking up one in that first half. Stay with us when we come back. We'll show you all the first half highlights when we return here to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on Invicta Sports.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free homeownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of homeownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Margaritaville tickets go to Kevin McDermott. And finally, the Chris Hernandez player basket has been won by Sue Wright. At this time, would all winners please make your way to the concession stand to claim your prize? And congratulations, Islander fans. Fans, if you could direct your attention now to the center of the field, tonight we're going to be hosting an all-out scoring challenge between Harrisburg City Islanders youth players. Now, we have two teams out there on the field. Team number one, just so everybody knows who you are, put your hand up and wave to everybody. Team one is Carter McCormick, Alex Salter, and Michael Nelson. Going in the other direction is team number two. They include Craig Potts, Adam Kenya, and Matthew Johansson. The first to score 3 goals is the winner. Sounds easy enough, but wait. Here's the deal. First is 3 balls. The the club for all of our contestants tonight. Individuals. Happy birthday to John Helm. Also to Cooper Davis. Happy birthday, Chris McCormick. Happy birthday wish goes out to Jen Gallagher. And also a very special happy birthday wish to Michelle Gellerhorn. To the hours would like to extend a warm welcome to the following groups tonight. Welcome to the Susquehanna Soccer Club. As well as the welcome to the Richmond High School and Middle School soccer team.
welcome back to the Skyline Sports Complex. Just about ready to get underway here for our second half action. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Just 2 goals. Both teams picking up one as we're tied 1-1 here. And we pick up the scoring at the 17th minute mark as Anding for Harrisburg is able to find the ball to this near side off of Ekra. Anding near this near side, drives it to the back post, and Torre is able to pick that one up. 1-0 at that point. And we'll see another shot of it here as Ekra able to knock that through. Anding drives it to the back post. Torre following up. 1-0 Harrisburg at that point. Then in the 22nd minute, a fantastic restart finish here by Dwyer. Up over top of the wall and just tremendous shot as he picks up his 11th goal of the season for Orlando, as they are the top of the tables here as we're about ready to start the second half. We'll see it one more time here. Shot driven in, top right there. So great finish there for Orlando. 1-1 as we take a look real quickly at the stats here for the first half. Shots on goal for Orlando, 2-5 for Harrisburg. And the big things there, fouls, 5-7, and 1-1 is our score at the half as we take a look at those stats. So Harrisburg with the ball here to start the second half. And we are just about ready to go, and the second half is underway. Ball played back right off by Harrisburg, ahead for Hernandez. And here's Ekra with it in the center. Ekra drives it to this near side for Langley. That one gathered in, though, by Orlando. Joining me now on the headsets from the Philadelphia Union is Nick Schultz. And Nick, wanted to welcome you to the broadcast here. Hope you're enjoying the game here tonight, Orlando and Harrisburg.
Thanks, Chad. Good to be here.
So I had a chance to talk to John a little bit earlier on in our first half, the general manager of Harrisburg. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about the partnership here that Harrisburg and Philadelphia have enjoyed over the last couple years by being able to trade some players back and forth. And how has that helped the Union in getting their program off the ground in Philadelphia and growing it as they have?
Well, I think it helps both teams. It's a win-win situation. It's normal to have a developmental system, and Harrisburg plays a vital role to the development of young American players, and we're pretty excited about the partnership. We've had a lot of success with players like Shane and Williams and the young players that have gone back and forth. So it's a terrific relationship that's great for both sides.
And now, of course, the MLS has started to join forces with the USL and starting to build that as a feeder program across kind of the board. And I'm not sure, if maybe they saw the partnership between Philadelphia and Harrisburg and how that's working, but that is going to be a huge leap for USLPRO and soccer in the United States by building that second-level team like you see in so many other countries to keep feeding the top level. And do you see that really growing this league as well by being able to bring the reserve players from many of the MLS teams back down here, which is just going to make this league flourish as well?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, we have been looked at as a model, and I sit on a committee with other MLS owners that have talked about filling a huge void in this country, which is second division and even a third division. But this is so important because we haven't had a bona fide second division in this country that really is a breeding ground for not just players but referees, for executives in the front office. And finally, the collaboration between the two leagues, I think, is going to be terrific. A lot of work to do, but it's a long-term project.
Yeah, before we're kind of scattered with several different leagues, like you mentioned. I apologize. I called you Schultz. I'm not quite sure. It's actually Sakowitz and Nick that's joining us.
That's not an easy name, so I'm not offended, Chad.
Well, Schultz was. I know another Nick Schultz, and it just popped in my head, so I apologize.
No worries.
I think it's been exciting already this season. We've seen so much in the growth of the games, the 4 that we've done. Taking a look at probably 2 of the premier programs in the USL here between Harrisburg and Orlando. Both of these teams this year even stepping it up more with that feeder now with the reserve players that both squads are able to benefit from. So I think it's a great partnership. What are some of the new things or anything new taking place with Philadelphia in the Union that you want to talk about or
Yeah,
let people know about? Or?
You know, just season 4, and you know, I think this partnership is a big focus for us in our Youth Development Academy, which we've just increased the spending on, and I'm sure that's going to benefit Harrisburg as well, because there's a lot of young players in our system that are growing up and going to, I'm sure, absolutely find their way on this playing pitch soon. And that academy is a laser focus for us, sending players like Greg Jordan and Christian Hernandez and Don Anding up here. I think have been very well received and are actually helping the Islanders compete this year. So it's all good. I mean, that's a big focus for us.
Absolutely. The youth programs are obviously what's going to grow this sport in this country. And it's been a long time coming, but you know, it's weird because for so many years you couldn't find an MLS game on television. Now you can tune in and see several games on television, and that's just helping this sport grow.
Well, that's great for the kids. I
exactly.
mean, the kids have to watch soccer if they want to play at the highest levels. They have to see how the pros do it, and I encourage all the kids to get out to Islanders games and get out to Philadelphia Union games, because they'll watch the pros and then they'll mimic them at the park or in their practice, and that's how they become better. That's how it happens all around the world.
I know Harrisburg is doing a great job with their marketing. This is, you know, some of the best crowds we've seen in a while on the island. And Philadelphia, you know, that stadium is always packed. It's always a tough place to get a ticket in the MLS, and you guys are doing a fantastic job as well with your marketing there. And I think this partnership, we've been able to be with the Islanders for about 6 years now, and we've seen them grow from the USL2 to the USL, you know, Pro Division. And this merger with Philadelphia is exciting, and I'm really glad to see it. And, you know, we appreciate everything you do here for Harrisburg and the City Islanders as well. And you guys are doing a great job with the Philadelphia Union. It's great to have a program just down the road that all these kids can go watch top-level soccer in the United States.
No, you bet. You bet. Thanks for having me, Chad. And then Islanders are pressing the goal, so we probably got to get back to the game, eh?
Sounds good, Nick. Thanks again, and good luck with everything, and appreciate you coming on and talking with us.
Thanks a lot, Chad.
You're
appreciate
welcome.
It.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
Cheers.
Orlando working it out of the back here. Head for Watson. Ball driven down this near side for Chin, and that one will go all the way back for Nick Noble. 51st minute of play, 1-1 here still. That ball driven forward, and this one taken down out of the air by Watson. Jordan for Harrisburg. Hernandez. That one will go up and out of play for a Harrisburg throw-in. Check out USL Pro online at facebook.com/USL Pro, and you can find him on Twitter at USL Pro. Long throw down inside, that one knocked back out. It'll be a throw-in. Hernandez will take the throw on the far side again for Harrisburg. There you see some of the fantastic crowd on hand here on the island tonight, enjoying some of the premier programs in the USL Pro this year. And as we just heard from Nick Sakowicz, as he talked about how important having that feeder program and building the second division and eventually maybe the third division for soccer here in the United States, feeding the MLS, that this team, Harrisburg and Orlando and all these teams, you're going to see start to grow more and more and develop even more and more. And we're seeing already this year the growth of the USL Pro as we see some of these fantastic players that he mentioned, Hernandez and Anding and Jordan, all coming in and just participating at such a high level here for Harrisburg. And the same with players for Orlando coming in and participating as well on their program. And it's just exciting to see this. And several of these players that you're watching here tonight on USL Live and U-Nation and here on Invicta Sports, you're going to see some of these players playing in the MLS, and some of them will be superstars, as you're already seeing the development. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we're going to see Dwyer up on one of the big teams in the MLS, as he's outstanding, and several other players. We've talked about Hernandez. We've talked about several other players for Harrisburg as well. So just great to see the partnership grow and thrive between Harrisburg and Orlando, and now that partnership between, as I mentioned, the USL Pro and the MLS. Harrisburg driving here. Ecker with it. Ecker gets a turn. Ecker with a shot, but this one's going to be fired up and out of play. So a restart here for Orlando.
Fair on Saturday, June 8th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Fort Park. Don't miss this great fitness event.
Ball sent outside for Molino. Now Molino looking for Dwyer. Dwyer's going to be called on the offsides, though, so this one will come back.
Offside. Whistle against Orlando City.
Pelletier now with it. Pelletier will switch it over for Jordan. Jordan finds Torre. Torre trying to bring it down, not able to. Here comes Orlando. Molino. Back into center here for Duke. Switches it to this near side now for Bowden. Bowden waits, checks it up. Orlando trying to work this near side. Watson has to send it all the way back for Duke again. Valentino. O'Connor for Molino again. Nice ball down through, breaking inside the box. Here comes Orlando trying to get to it. Noble able to get a foot on it momentarily, but again, Dwyer picks up his second goal of the game here for Orlando. And we'll have to see who the assist goes to on the far side. I think it was number 7, Burke. We'll wait for the official call, but that goal coming in the 55th minute of play. So Orlando up 2-1 here. So Burke does pick up the assist for Orlando as the ball comes down inside, and Dwyer just in the right place at the right time as that ball was sent down inside. Again, great through ball here. Burke able to get down inside, brings it across the goal. Actually, it went off the back of Jordan's foot as Noble was trying to come out after it, and Dwyer was right there to pounce on it. 12th goal of the season now for Dominic Dwyer for Orlando. Just absolutely on fire for that program. As I just mentioned, I'm sure we're going to see a player like him up playing in the MLS sooner than later, because they're always looking for that scoring threat on any soccer program, and he just seems to have the magic up top. So Harrisburg now needs to try and claw their way back into this and see if they can pick up the tying goal. Pelletier ahead for Torre, and over the back, no call on that one. Andrews. Pelletier will send it ahead here for Anding. Anding able to flick that on. It's sent back up and out by Songo for Orlando. Dwyer trying to get to it. Andrews. Now that one goes off of Molino. Molino trying to get there, and Jordan trying to make the turn. Almost had that one taken away by Molino. Jordan still with it. He goes down now. Molino is going to get to this one. Looking to drive it across. He does. And stepping in, Watson with it now, and that one knocked away on this near side by Zizzi for Harrisburg. And it actually goes off of Watson. So a great buildup by Orlando, and Colin Zizzi doing a great job to block that shot as Watson was left wide open on that back post. Take a look at it one more time as it comes across. Watson has time to take it down, but Zizzi just doing a great job sliding in there and getting the tackle. Dwyer trying to take it down. Here's Ekra with it now. Jan Ekra looking to this near side for Langley, and that one headed away. Valentino sends it ahead for Duke now. Or check that, that was actually Bowden. Here's Torre, leaves it for Hernandez. Hernandez waits, turns, and a shot, and a save made there by Gallardo, and Orlando will take to actually start to clear it on the far side, I should say. Molino sends it back in for Duke. Torre with it now. Here's Jason Pelletier. Looking for Andy, and that one driven too far, and Gallardo will let it go off the end line, and they'll have a goal kick here in our 58th minute of play. Orlando up 2-1. Their second goal coming in the 55th minute. Dwyer from number 7. Burke. Gallardo will put this ball up and in play. Andrews gets ahead on it. Ball still loose, and now that one knocked all the way back by Basso on the far side. Torrey trying to get to this one, nothing. Langley will settle it for Harrisburg. Morgan Langley now. Touched it to the outside. Langley works his way around, held momentarily. Langley drives it across the front, nothing there, as Torrey couldn't get a crack at it. Here's Watson now. Ekra trying to step in after it. That one's going to go off of Langley, and we'll have a goal kick. Morgan Langley getting a great turn around the outside there on number 14, Luke Bolden. And there you see Langley looking for the call. Tan will be coming in the game, it looks like, for Orlando, as they will make their first sub of the game here, coming up in probably the next stoppage. Ball driven up near midfield. Here's Dwyer with it now. Dwyer knocks it down. Molino now is left on the far side. Burke sends it ahead for Molino. Molino's still with it. Molino waits, checks it up. Molino taken down as that one's gathered in by Harrisburg. Looking now to see if they can send Torrey. Torrey trying to work in that back line. Here's Anding with it again. Anding trying to work it ahead. Tried to switch it up, and that one's going to go out of play, and we'll have a goal kick and our first sub of the game as well. So coming into the game will be number 23, Long Tan for Orlando, and we'll wait to see who's coming out for him. And we have a player down. We'll have to wait and see who's coming out of the game. It looks like it might be number 15, Dennis Chin. And it is. Chin will come out of the game. The second sub up now for Orlando. So Tan for Chin. And then Mendoza is going to enter the game. And it looks like he's going to come in for Jamie Watson. You see Dennis Chin. He's had a very busy contest here tonight. Had great showing here on the island for Orlando. And there you see Watson, Mendoza, I should say, coming in the game. And there you see Tan for Orlando. Ball is back into play now. Bowden drives this one, looking for Tan, and Andrews will get to it for Harrisburg, and knocks that, keeps it in play. In for Zizzy now. Zizzy. Jordan. That ball blocked. Dwyer trying to get to it. Does. Dwyer comes up with the ball for Orlando now. Dwyer inside, now the top of the box. He's taken down. No call, actually, as they keep possession. That ball swung in by Molino and is blocked by Jordan. And Harrisburg coming the opposite way. Here's Torrey now. Torrey for Ekra. Ekra has Langley and Torrey breaking down in, trying to swing it back for Torrey, and that one's headed away. Hernandez gets there. Now Pelletier. Zizzy has that one go off his foot and out of play. Bowden quickly in now for Duke. Jordan steps up. Hernandez now. Basso. Andy lets that one go by, trying to get there. And actually, he's taken down on the play, but Torrey comes up with the ball. Torrey's still with it. Torrey will get there. That ball's going to stop. Is it going to go out of play? It's going to be a goal kick, and Torrey fighting for the ball on a corner kick and is not going to get it. As you see, Saini Torrey from Gambia. This one swung in for Dwyer. Dwyer tries to take it down. Jordan does a great job of getting in the mix and gathering that one in. Pelletier with it. Swings it all the way over for Andrews. Outside now for Zizzy as we are in our 63rd minute of play. 2-1 Orlando. We're going to pause so we can hear from some of our sponsors.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports. Wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking. Exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
And Orlando knocking on the door again here. This one swung in, headed out by Jordan. Harrisburg desperately needs to get this ball and get some possession to see if they can't knock one over the top here and send somebody like Torrey or Langley in. We're in our 65th minute here. We'll have to wait and see when Harrisburg is going to make some subs. I'm looking, and actually now it looks like Lucky Mukasana now off the bench coming over. He'll be the first sub of the game here. This one's going to go off the end line, and we will have a corner kick here for Orlando. So over to take the kick for Orlando is going to be Luke Bowden.
Check them out. Located on Sycamore Street in Harrisburg. Visit them at redcrownbowling.com.
Bowden ready to play this one in for Orlando. Taking their time, up 2-1 here, the 66th minute. Bowden drives this one in near that back post, headed on by, it looked like Basso was able to get ahead on it for Harrisburg. Orlando bringing it back and settling it. This one driven ahead here by Burke. Burke to the far side. Orlando trying to swing that one in. Again, that one blocked by Basso this time. That one played off. Another throw in here for Orlando. And a substitution here, the first of the game for Harrisburg. And coming into the game will be Lucky Mukasana. Mukasana from Zimbabwe. He's got 3 goals on the season and 1 assist. And he's going to give a rest to Morgan Langley. And Langley has had a good game, but the speed and the contribution that he's been given has slowed down a little tiny bit as the second half has gone on. You can see that he's not happy to come out of this game, but good time for Harrisburg to get that speed back up top, some fresh legs, let Mukasada run at the Orlando team, see if they can't squeak out another goal here and try and get off the island tonight with at least a tie. Here's Mukasana getting his first touch. Langley now for Mukasana, and he's knocked off the ball. This one gathered in now by Mendoza. Sent ahead for Hernandez now. Hernandez back out for Mukasana. This one driven by Ekro, but it's going to be too long. And it will be gathered in by Orlando. Valentino sends the ball all the way across, far side now. Here's Molino with it. He gets it back. Dwyer. And offsides is whistled against Orlando. 10 on the play. Pelletier quickly now for Hernandez. Hernandez for Basso. This ball driven ahead for Andy, but gathered in again by Orlando. Long ball by O'Connor looking for Dwyer. Jordan able to turn that one up and knocks it forward. Torrey trying to get to it. That one gathered in again here by Orlando. Duke knocked to the surface, but Ekra able to gather it up. Ekra with it, has Torrey now. I apologize, I had said that Torrey tried to gather that one. It was actually on Ekra. Here's Pelletier with it now. Has Basso to the outside. Basso looking for Hernandez. That one intercepted, though, as Orlando tries to work out. Tackle there. Ball driven down the center, and Andrews will get there for Harrisburg as he's going to play Nick Noble. Here's Duke again as that one's played away, and Hernandez is going to be called on the foul. We'll have a restart here for Orlando City. And Hernandez is down as well. Watch every USL Pro game this season on unation.com. Whether you're at home or on your mobile device, you'll never be far from the game. USL Pro on UNation.
$1,000 in other great prizes. For all your vacation needs, go to www.sundancevacations.com.
Valentino will put the ball back in play. We'll see right here is just trying to stretch for that was Hernandez. I'm not sure if maybe, looks like he may have taken a knock to the knee, but he's back up and playing. That one headed down. Here's Orlando again. Tan sends it over for Molino. Molino waits, drops it back. That ball sent ahead now by O'Connor. Tan sends it back in front, and Molino puts that one up over top. Their 70th minute now. Harrisburg trying to claw their way back into this one as Orlando has been coming one after another with the opportunities here in this second half, and Noble and the Islanders doing a pretty good job of keeping them out. The one goal coming, Dwyer picking up his second goal of the game, of course, in that 55th minute. Andrews trying to take that one down. O'Connor outside. Now Molino plays it to the outside for Bowden. Bowden swings this one down inside, and Jordan gets a foot on it. Pelletier for Hernandez. Here's Ekra now. Jan Ekra with it, trying to make it through the defense and can't. Molino with it. Back outside for Bowden. Orlando trying to strike again here and give themselves some more breathing room. Ball left for Molino, and Jordan was able to get to that one. Hernandez tries to play it out. It comes right back for Tan now. Tan trying to work inside the box, lets his shot go, and that one goes up and out. And you see long Tan for Orlando City. First sub off the bench there for Orlando tonight. Comes in and right away getting in on the action. Playing up top now with Dwyer. Ukasada trying to win that one, gathered in by Valentino though. Duke. Anding trying to win that one. Bowden was able to get up over top. Jordan for Ekra now. Ekra for Hernandez, and he tries to flick that one for, or check that Anding could not find him. Ekra trying to win the ball. He does. He's got Mukasana out in front of him. And Ekra still with the ball. Ekra to the top of the 18, lets a shot go, and he scores! Jan Ekra with a tremendous individual effort and sends the left-footed blast into the goal here in the 72nd minute. So Ekra ties things up here, and what a great individual effort from Jan Ekra from the Ivory Coast. And I tell you what, great job by the official as well, as Ekra was able to keep that ball. He was going to call the foul, and then he left it for a play on. You can see right here, and the official's going to say play on, and Ekra beats 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders and the goalkeeper. 2-2 here on the island, and Harrisburg continues to fight back here. Both of these teams, like I said, at the top of the USL Pro in terms of the talent that they bring to the table. So now the game has changed as Orlando will have to try to fight back into this, and now Harrisburg picking up that extra energy, and of course here at home, this ball driven in for Dwyer. Dwyer brings it down, left there for Mendoza. Molino tried to get it back to Mendoza. Hernandez comes up with it, and actually we have an offsides charged against Orlando. Tremendous individual effort by Jan Ekra to tie things up in the 72nd minute.
Okay, here we go. If you're holding your cards in the air, you've got to be seated in the third row from the bottom. If you
Here's Zizzy now. Zizzy finds Torre. Torre trying to work in. Torre for Ekra. Back for Torre now. Torre outside for Hernandez. Hernandez lets a shot go, but that one goes wide of the mark. Bowden drives this one down. Check that, rather. O'Connor. And Zizzy will be called on the foul here, so it'll be a restart for Orlando. They quickly get the ball in play. Songo sent it to the far side now, this time for Burke. Burke very busy in this contest. Here's Molino, slides it through for Burke. Burke streaking in, cross the top, and that one knocked down by Jordan as it goes off the chest, and Orlando looking for the handball. Intercepted here by Mendoza. O'Connor plays it to the outside for Molino. Molino sends that one down in front. The ball still loose. Trying to get a turn and cannot put that one on goal was Longtan, and it looks like he was actually grabbed inside the box there. And we'll have another sub here for Harrisburg as well, but a dangerous ball played in again by Burke. It's back in behind the Harrisburg defense and sends it straight across the front of the goal, and you can see right there that Jordan maybe got a grab in on there to slow him down, but Longtan just could not get the turn. Jan Ekra exits the game after a fantastic individual effort, and in the game now for Harrisburg is Jamil, I should say, Hardware from Jamaica. So Jan Ekra contributing one of the prettiest goals and efforts we've seen on the island this year. Great individual effort. This ball driven down in, and Andrews able to gather it in. Zizzy looking down this near side. And that ball is going to be played by Orlando. Back out, Torre quickly ahead now. Hardware trying to win this one, and does. Torre with it now. Torre tries to knock it across. Nobody there. Here's Burke with it now. Burke outside now for Dwyer. Dwyer with some room on the far side. Dwyer to the front of the goal and lets that one rip. It goes just wide of the mark. 76th minute here. 2-2. There you see some of the people up on the deck there to our left. VIP section here. Tell you what, if you want to bring the kids out for an exciting, great night out, some great entertainment, bring them to Harrisburg City Island in downtown Harrisburg for USLPRO soccer action. We're being treated to a tremendous game here tonight between Orlando and Harrisburg. Ball sent ahead. Tan leaves it. This one driven for Hardware. Or check that Dwyer, but he was offsides on the step. There you see Dwyer. 12 goals on the season here for Orlando. Just a tremendous goal scorer for Orlando, and as I mentioned earlier on, not quite sure how long it'll be before he is brought up to the MLS to play with the big team. And Dwyer, one of the players already signed with Sporting KC, so I'm sure they're keeping a close eye on him and what's taking place here with Orlando. That ball knocked down by Zizzy. Ball played to this near side. Tan with it now. Tan sends it ahead. Andrews able to gather, and Tan again. Trying to get a turn was Mendoza. Duke sends it over. Now this ball driven through by O'Connor, and Andrews able to get to that one for Harrisburg. Andrews, though, will knock it off the sideline for a Orlando throw-in, 78th minute. Happy to have you along here on Invicta Sports. Near side. Bowden. Luke Bowden plays it in here for Mendoza. Back for Bowden. Duke now. O'Connor back to the outside for Burke. Burke waits. Sends this one near the goal, and Noble able to gather that one in. I think Burke was looking maybe to see if he could catch Noble off of his line. So Nick Noble will move everybody up as it's tied 2-2 See if they can't get a strike here, and I think Harrisburg may be looking for another sub shortly here. Hardware able to gather that one in. Hardware still fighting for it. Loses that as it comes all the way ahead for Tan for Orlando. Molino settles it now. O'Connor to the outside for Burke. Burke quickly for Tan, but that one's going to go all the way back for Noble. There's that fast, quick transition that Billy Betcher talked about as one of the keys is to be careful of those quick change of possessions because Orlando is deadly in quickly turning upfield and finding the open man as Mukasada tried to take that one down. Pelletier plays it to the outside now for Basso. Anding with it. Anding quickly for Basso again. That one's going to go out of play. We'll have a throw in for Orlando. And we've got our next substitution here. Ribeiro's going to enter the game now for Harrisburg. And he's going to give a break here to Hernandez, who has been very busy here for Harrisburg tonight in the midfield. Ribeiro, another outstanding player here for Harrisburg. And Andrew Ribeiro from Green Bay, Wisconsin. He enters the game and, like I said, gives the rest to Christian Hernandez from Guadalajara, Mexico. And as part of the USL, or I should say the Philadelphia Union as well. Songo sends it to Burke. Burke looking for Tan. Jordan gets ahead on that one, though. Here's Duke for Orlando. Plays it to the outside for Burke. Burke has been deadly in the second half from that far side. Molino sends it across, and that one headed out by Andrews for Harrisburg. And we'll have a corner kick here. And our 81st minute of play for Orlando, the quick one. Far side now. As they try to swing this one in, it's blocked by Lucky Mukasada and out for a throw-in. Molino will take the throw. O'Connor for Duke. Duke tries to find Tan, gets it in for Mendoza. Mendoza swings it out now for Dwyer. Dwyer across the goal to the far side, headed away by Basso. And Burke again settles it to Molino for Orlando. Here's Duke now. Duke sends it in for Mendoza, and they have to pull it back out again. Bowden drives it near that far post, and this one's going to go a little long, but streaking in there was Burke, and finally cleared away by Basso for Harrisburg. We'll have another sub here as McLaughlin will enter the game for Saini Torre, speed for speed. Torre with a very busy game as well. He will exit the game. Saini Torre, 4 goals and 3 assists on the season from Gambia, and entering the game now is Jimmy McLaughlin from Bernmeyer, PA. Ball swung across here for Bowden. Bowden in for Mendoza now. Mendoza gets the turn back for Bowden now. Now swing it all the way to the back here for Duke. Duke back for Valentino. Songo. Molino has that one taken away by Hardware. Hardware looking for McLaughlin. McLaughlin's going to try and chase this one down, and Gallardo will have to knock it back to the outside, and actually Harrisburg will get a throw-in out of it because of the extra pressure there from McLaughlin. Zizzi will take the throw for Harrisburg. Colin Zizzi puts it in play. Hardware has that one taken away, and that one knocked ahead by Bowden. Tan with it now for Orlando. Ahead for Molino, trying to leave it. Molino was able to find Tan again. Tan sends it through for Burke. Burke streaking down inside, and that one's knocked up and out of play by Anding for Harrisburg. 83rd minute of play. End-to-end action here as both squads fighting hard with the fresh new subs as this ball driven out by Anding, and Harrisburg will push forward. Gallardo gets it off the throw-in. He's going to switch it all the way across for Valentino as Orlando looking to see if they can pick up that all-important third goal here late. Ball driven down in for Dwyer. Dwyer flicks it ahead. Here's Tan with it now. Tan for Orlando, and he's going to be called on the offsides. And up off the bench and not happy with the call is Ian Fuller, the coach for Orlando. We're in our 84th minute, 2-2. Don't go anywhere. We're going to pause so you can hear from some of our sponsors.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking. Exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Bowden's going to switch this one up, looking for Dwyer. Dwyer gets a head on it, flicks it on, and Noble will gather it in for Harrisburg. Action has picked up here since about the 73rd minute of play here, last 10 minutes. Both teams starting the substitutions around the 65-minute mark. Most of them coming in. Harrisburg bringing most of them in around that 70-minute mark. And the pace is picked up. Long ball now for Anding. Anding trying to get there and does for Harrisburg and knocks it off of Burke. And we'll have a corner kick now for Harrisburg on the far side of the field. Ball swung in by Hardware near that back post, and it's actually going to be gathered right in by Gallardo. Gallardo quickly to this near side now, streaking forward. Here's Bowden now. Bowden actually looking for Duke, and it was played away from him. Here's McLaughlin. McLaughlin heads it back. No one there. Gathered back in by Duke. Here's Molino. Molino to Burke. Burke awful busy on that right side coming up from his right back position. Duke swinging it to the outside here for Bowden. Bowden knocks it down. Bowden swings it inside. Still loose. Tan gets a shot off, and that one gathered in by Nick Noble. Tremendous opportunity again there for Orlando, but Harrisburg's Nick Noble able to gather it in. Great turn there by Long Tan as you saw him momentarily. So we'll take a look at this as the ball is knocked down in by Bowden right across, and here's Long Tan gets the shot, and that one gathered in. Here's Ribeiro now, fighting hard in the center. Here's that one sent forward, and Ribeiro's knocked to the turf, and we're going to have a restart here for Harrisburg. Actually, they're going to call it the other way. If originally the referee had pointed the opposite direction. Quick restart here. Mendoza down the left side. Mendoza one-on-one with Colin Zizzi. Mendoza will drop it back for Bowden now. And Bowden to Duke. Zizzi gets a foot on it. Orlando just pushing and pushing and pushing here late in this second half as that ball's driven across. Dwyer trying to get to it and can't. Dwyer comes up with it again, though. And now Harrisburg, no, not. Mendoza plays it back out for Bowden, and that one taken down in by McLaughlin. McLaughlin hit on the play as he goes down. Bowden trying to squeak it through. Here's Hardware with it now. Hardware has that one. Actually, Hardware is knocked down on the play by Molino. We'll have a restart here for Harrisburg. You see Molino for Orlando. Had a fantastic game here tonight in Harrisburg. There you see Pelletier and Andrews.
The Harrisburg City Islanders and the Orlando City Lions, thank you for your
Oh, attendance here tonight. Another great attendance on the island for Harrisburg City Islanders. 1,896 fans in attendance tonight. Nick Noble will put it back in play. 88th minute. Driven down in. Mukasada trying to get to it. Here's Mendoza. Drives it forward. That one flicked on by Tan. Tan to Molina. Molino sends it ahead for Tan. Tan inside the box now. Tries to go far post, and that one actually is knocked up and out of play. We'll have a goal kick. What a great quick change of possession here. And that's what Orlando is so dangerous about, is that change of possession and the quick counterattack. They're so explosive up top that defensively you have to react immediately, and you just saw it there as a great 1-2 between Molino and Long Tan on that exchange. As this one will run off. 2-2 here, 89th minute of play. Basso will put the ball back in play here for Harrisburg. Headed on by Burke. Ribeiro sends it ahead. Here's Mukasada. Mukasada sends it through for Ribeiro. Ribeiro trying to get there. Gallardo has to come out of his goal. Played back for him, and now Orlando able to play it up. So a dangerous exchange there. Dwyer able to win that head ball in the air. Andrews trying to knock it free. Can't. Tan sends it ahead for Mendoza. Mendoza stops, checks it up. Plays it to the far side for Molino. Molino takes a shot, and that one goes over.
Orlando City shot number 18. Kevin Molino.
And there you see Kevin Molino for Orlando, as we just mentioned. Busy, busy, busy. Had a fantastic game. Him and Burke working very well on that far side. And again, that explosive change of attack for Orlando. And Noble is going to take his time putting this in play. At this point, you do not want to give up a goal this late in the game. And we're going to have a foul. Is up over the top was Songo, and that was right over the top of Anding. And we're going to have a restart here for Harrisburg as we are in stoppage time now. Nike is a proud sponsor of USL. Follow them at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all of the latest Nike soccer information. So the ball was knocked all the way back, and Basso was back to get it. So we are in our stoppage time. Harrisburg looking to try and put this one in play and see if they can't sneak a goal out of this one and pickpocket Orlando at the last minute here. See if they can't squeak this out. Here's Pelletier to play it in. Jason Pelletier has that one blocked. The ball loose, driven forward. Basso's going to try and chase this one down. He does. Basso quickly sends it forward for Anding. Anding going to run onto this for Harrisburg. Knocks it forward. That one headed away, though, by Valentino, and then sent forward by O'Connor. Hardware with it now. Hardware tries to play it forward. Back for Hardware now. Hardware has it taken away, and Orlando comes the other way. Here's Molino now. Molino has that one taken away by Ribeiro now. Pelletier has McLaughlin. Outside for McLaughlin now. McLaughlin streaking in, tries to squeak it through for Mukasada, can't find him. Here's Hardware again. Hardware looking to shoot, trying to dribble through. Hardware waits, stops, turns, and has to play it out for Jimmy McLaughlin now. McLaughlin has that one taken away by Mendoza. Driven ahead now by Valentino. Here's Mendoza again for Orlando. Check that, I take that back. Duke, rather. And Zizzi tries to drive this one forward. Gallardo gathers it in. We are in our 93rd minute of play as this ball driven forward. Tan trying to get onto it. Dwyer gets on the end of it now. Dwyer trying to get a turn. Dwyer working inside the box. That one momentarily knocked away by Jordan. Dwyer again with it. Inside, and this one driven out by Andrews as Dwyer just attacking hard from the outside. And that's going to do it. A barn burner here on the island tonight between Orlando and Harrisburg, as Harrisburg able to gather that second goal in by Jan Ekra in the 72nd minute, as he just had a tremendous individual effort to score that goal. So Harrisburg, who still has not been able to defeat Orlando City, comes away with an absolute huge tie here, not given 3 points to Orlando and able to salvage the 1 point here. There you see Dwyer picking up both goals for Orlando tonight. He had just a tremendous showing tonight for them. Comes in with 10 goals on the season, leaves the island with 12 now. And there you see Long Tan, I should say, came in off the bench, and what a tremendous player to watch as well. Nick Noble had to be tough in the goal tonight here for Harrisburg. So Harrisburg takes this one out, or was able to salvage a 2-2 tie. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights for tonight's game and wrap it up here from the Skyline Sports Complex in Harrisburg.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking. Exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where tonight Harrisburg and Orlando play to a 2-2 tie, as we'll take a look at the scoring action here tonight, as it all started off in the 17th minute. And here you see Ekra with just a nice little through ball, and streaking in is Anding. Anding sends it to the back post. Torres there to knock it in. That made it 1-0 at that point, 17th minute. Then just moments later in the 22nd minute, off a restart, Dwyer with just a fabulous restart goal here. And you'll see it again, just tremendous shot, was able to poke that in there, made it 2-2 at that point in the 22nd minute. The scoring will pick up again in the second half as Dwyer, Burke comes down in here, sends the ball across. It actually goes off of Jordan, and Dwyer was right there, was able to just turn and knock it through. That made it 2-1, and then look at this absolute tremendous individual effort from Jan Ekra. Was able to beat 5 players and the goalie to make it 2-2 at that point in this 72nd minute. So tremendous action here from the Skyline Sports Complex. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, then make sure you come out and support your Harrisburg City Islanders and watch some more tremendous USL soccer action, as they'll be back in town 7 o'clock on June 5th, as the Wilmington Hammerheads will be in town. So come on out and enjoy some great professional soccer here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. For our cameraman and our director, Jackson Lattimore, we hope everybody enjoyed our coverage here tonight on Invicta Sports, watching on television and on the web at USL Pro Soccer Live, as well as UNation. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time here on Invicta Sports.